putting my life like we all grew up in the streets and we try to be better, but they labeled us felons, sent us back to jail. I had to fight against that the whole time to gain my respect and be who I am. What's up, King Son? Man, you doing it, man. You deserve it, Daddy. You putting in that work. Proud of you. I love you. Yeah.
Lately, timelines have been lighting up again with a storyline that feels way too familiar. People are pushing the idea that this has grown past regular gossip, hinting that someone official has to be watching now. There's still no public confirmation of any agency involvement. But what is obvious is how fast this angle is spreading, and how often Meek Mill's name keeps getting mentioned right alongside Diddy's. The conversation isn't just about them being in the same circles anymore. The version being passed around suggests Meek wasn't only close socially, that he may have been present during moments outsiders now view as questionable, and still chose to stay quiet.
Champagne was spiked, son. Like, all the champagne was spiked. Everybody was passed the fuck out. I don't drink, so I was playing that.
That part isn't disputed. What keeps shifting is how people interpret old clips, posts, and accusations, and that's exactly why this topic refuses to die. The reason it keeps catching fire is pretty simple. Meek has publicly defended Diddy while Diddy faces non-stop backlash across every platform. A lot of viewers read that loyalty as questionable. The way it's being spun is, if he keeps stepping up even when it clearly costs him, there must be a reason. So the real question becomes, what's actually on record, what's being inferred, and what's just rumor repeated so many times it starts sounding like fact? Here's what keeps getting replayed. The conversation blew up last year after legal claims tied to Lil Rod pulled fresh attention back to Diddy's orbit. In those filings, he described what was supposed to be a music-related trip, with album work being the stated purpose. He later alleged the tone shifted quickly and the environment stopped feeling focused on music. He also claimed that during repeated party-like settings, he felt unusually disoriented at times, like he couldn't fully track what was happening, and suggested certain boundaries weren't respected. From there, it turned into a full-blown mystery hunt. Every detail became context. Every old moment became evidence. And the deeper people dug, the darker the storyline started to sound. One person stayed quiet, another didn't. Usher didn't publicly engage with the chatter in any major way people could point to. Meek, on the other hand, responded fast, and the intensity of that response became a headline on its own. He shut the narrative down completely, saying anyone pushing that kind of story was lying. He framed it like this: if anyone in the industry ever tried something out of pocket with him, he'd expose it immediately. No hesitación. He leaned on his reputation, saying people around him know how he moves and that he doesn't entertain weird situations. That denial split the audience. Supporters saw it as protecting his name. Critics read the energy as defensive and argued it kept the spotlight locked on him. Either way, it didn't slow the conversation down, fueled it. Then came the next wave, unverified. An audio snippet started circulating, with some accounts linking it to someone who allegedly worked security around Diddy. The claim was that it caught Meek and Diddy in the same setting, and the entire debate turned into one question: do the voices sound familiar? Nothing about that clip has been publicly verified. But the argument alone became fuel, because once a rumor comes with audio, people start treating it like confirmation, even when it isn't. After that, timelines went into overdrive, dragging up anything they could find. A video Diddy had posted showing Meek laid back after a party resurfaced again. And again.
What's up, King Son? Man, you doing it, man. You deserve it, Daddy. You putting in that work. Proud of you. I love you. Yeah.
On its own, it proves nothing. But blogs framed it as awkward, and that framing pushed the theory even further. Then people started overanalyzing Meek's social media too, who he followed, what he liked, like regular online behavior with some hidden code. At that point, the story stopped being just about what was true, turned into why does every thread keep circling back to him? You'd think with that kind of heat, Meek would go quiet and let it die down. But instead, the conversation spilled into something happening in real time, a separate public feud, and once again, Meek landed right in the middle. Christian Combs and 50 Cent were going back and forth publicly after Christian dropped a diss aimed at 50 for speaking on Diddy. In the track, Christian also implied his father had evidence authorities supposedly hadn't uncovered yet. That line sparked instant debate. Was it real, exaggerated, or just diss track talk meant to sound heavy? But 50 turned it into a full spectacle. He kept mocking Christian, saying he was trying too hard to act tough and, in 50's view, was basically playing a role. The internet ate it up. Every post made the noise louder. Then Meek jumped in. Even though the beef wasn't directly about him, he replied to one of 50's posts and accused him of moving federal, implying the streets already knew what they knew. He questioned why 50 was targeting a younger guy, threw in personal shots, and mentioned he was away celebrating his son's birthday. He told people not to follow negativity, framing it like some creators profit off tearing others down. He also added that he doesn't like seeing black people laugh at black people getting indicted. That response instantly became a new battleground. Some people backed Meek. Others said he made it worse by engaging at all. Every statement became a screenshot. Every screenshot turned into analysis. And once that cycle starts, it doesn't stop. And as expected, 50 didn't let it slide. He fired back fast, dragging older rumors back into the spotlight using an angle that always lands: embarrassment. He mocked Meek's momentum, took shots at his sales, and implied he had no business being on vacation. Then he added a sarcastic line that spread everywhere, framing Meek as someone always standing by his guy. Blogs ran with it immediately. What stood out next was Meek's response. He pushed back hard on the sales angle, clearly irritated, and tried to set the record straight. He referenced his numbers, explained one project as a strategic move tied to contracts and relationships, and brushed off 50's whole energy as off. It had fire, but it didn't slow anything down, because 50 escalated again. He reposted an older party clip of Meek singing along to a love song while standing near Diddy, adding a caption that framed Meek as overly loyal, clearly meant to embarrass him and reignite the rumors. The post went viral instantly because it matched the exact storyline people were already locked into. And that's when the audio controversy got pulled back in too. Jaguar Wright weighed in, claiming the audio people were arguing about wasn't actually released by the person it was originally attributed to, creating yet another layer of confusion.
And then eating milk, running around, talking about expensive pain in his eyes.
Wait, this is Philly you're talking about now. Wait a minute, Jag.
Fuck me.
Wait a minute.
He's a f***ing Fruit Loop. He Diddy fried.
This is Philly.
He's a deep fried period. He Diddy fried. He Diddy fried. He the Diddy do our bop. Fuck me. Real rap.
You think that audio that they put out was real?
Yeah, that was f***ing Nicki put that out there. That Nicki recorded that at the freak off in the Calabasas. She been waiting to drop that shit with Meek.
Oh, man.
She just wasn't gonna tell nobody it was Diddy. But now that Diddy out there, why not?
If the source itself is shaky, then the next question is obvious. Who put it out and what was the goal? That's when Jaguar added another claim that sent timelines spinning. She alleged, without publicly provided proof, that the audio may have been recorded by Nicki Minaj back when she was still with Meek.
So then who's the guy who's claiming he recorded it?
Oh, somebody that got paid?
Yeah, he said like I was standing
somebody
outside the
that
door.
got paid.
Yeah.
She suggested it may have played a role in why that relationship ended so fast, and implied nothing ever went public because of fear over how messy the fallout could get if it escalated. None of that has been verified, its commentary being circulated, but people reacted to it like a bombshell anyway. From there, the comment sections went exactly where you'd expect. Some argued Meek wanted industry success so badly he was willing to tolerate anything around him. Others framed it as a mentor-type dynamic that may have crossed into something unhealthy. And once again, that speculation stacked on top of claims and viral clips. Not confirmed fact. Now I want to hear from you. What do you think about everything being said about Diddy and Meek? Do you believe there are real recordings or actual receipts tied to this? Or is it just rumors and clout chasing spiraling out of control? Drop your thoughts in the comments. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and share to keep the conversation going. Click here to watch another insanely messy video, and I'll see you in the next one.